everybody.
Hi, guys. Well, from the smoke of Salt Lake City, Utah.
Thank God I made you.
The podcast.
I'm Frank Feldman.
And I'm Dan Beecher.
And coming up today, well, you know, it's the end of the year, Dan.
It is the end of the year.
And,
or it's the beginning of the year,
or
depending
it's the beginning of a new year. Maybe that's more the glass half full approach. It's the beginning of a new year.
It's the beginning. We're turning over a leaf, everybody.
Yeah. Everybody's been dissing 2016.
Oh, nobody liked it.
We've decided to at least maybe point out a couple good things that happened.
We're going to accentuate the positive.
That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm atheist.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll talk a little bit about 2016. We'll talk a little bit about 2017. We'll cry, apparently.
It's just going to get worse, Dan.
Hey, wait. I thought we were going to do that positive thing. What the heck?
Where'd that go?
All right. I'm going to dive right into...
are you?
To Scientology.
Oh, boy.
Everybody's favorite.
Hold on to your...
wackadoo church.
Hold on to your butts.
There's a new show that's going to be coming out on A&E. Leah Remini. Do you know who she is? Actress?
No.
Television's Leah Remini. What was she on? I want to say... Everybody Loves Raymond. She was his wife, maybe.
Never watched the show.
Maybe I'm wrong. One of those. Anyway, TV's Leah Remini will now be TV's Leah Remini of the of this sort of documentary series about Scientology.
Yeah, it's like a Scientology takedown show, right?
Pretty much. It's called. Let's see. What is it called? It's called. Leah Remini, Scientology and the Aftermath.
Ooh.
She was a long-time Scientologist. She left the church, which is not an easy thing to do with them. They like to make your life pretty miserable if you try and leave.
Get their grips on you.
They can be pretty vicious.
Dig in and
they
hold
can
on.
Be pretty vicious. So it's interesting. Scientology, the church, is now complaining to A&E because, well, first of all,
their little feelings get hurt.
Well, they're saying, hey, you shouldn't air this because you paid a few of the people that you interviewed about it.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing: they got an interesting point because A&E recently canceled another show. About the Ku Klux Klan.
Okay.
They canceled it amid complaints that people had been paid for their participation.
Oh. Okay.
However,
how much are these people paid?
I don't know, but I mean, it's a reality show. You pay the people. It's pretty standard actually in TV world. I think that they canceled
have a point from like a journalistic documentary perspective. You don't pay the subjects, but yeah, it depends on what kind of show it is.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. The KKK show was interesting. Originally, it was titled Generation KKK.
Ooh. Then
it was changed to Escaping the KKK, a documentary series exposing hate in America.
Oh. Wow, that's a good title.
And then it was just canceled. I think probably it was canceled because everybody was like, dude, you can't give more voice to the alt-right in our country at this moment.
Yeah.
I think that's why it was canceled. Yeah. And they just used this whole payment scandal as an excuse.
Okay.
But now the Scientologists are saying, hey, you paid some... Now A&E is not confirming that they've paid anybody other than Leah Remini herself, who's an executive producer. So
she gets paid.
She gets paid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're...
Oh, wow. Oh, poor A&E. They're having a hard time.
Poor Scientology.
And poor Scientology.
It's so hard. They've got that big blue building in Los Angeles.
And the ship.
And boats or whatever.
What was it?
Sea Org people.
Sea Org.
They got orgs. It's creepy. You guys should, definitely watch this show when it comes out. I'm interested.
Yeah, you should DVR it.
I don't have that.
I don't either.
I don't have cable or whatever.
I don't either.
But I'm sure A&E has an app. There's an app for that.
Yeah, but usually to use the app, you have to like
have my friend's cable login. I do.
Oh,
it's fine.
Well, fine then. I guess. Damn.
I'm gaming the system, baby.
Yeah. Well, you just went on like that's good. Now there's like record evidence of
no one can prove anything.
You could just be saying it.
I could just
for entertainment value.
It's entertaining, everybody. Enjoy. That's for you. All right, what do you got?
I have a story of a pope. Man. Yeah,
here's a story of a lovely popey.
I remember there was a film a few years ago. I don't think this was the actual name of the film, but it was basically Pope on the Run. It was an Italian film. And the Pope kind of, he just wasn't going to have any of it. Right?
Oh, he was done.
He was like the unlikely selection, and he became the Pope.
Right.
Right? And he was just like, I can't handle this. And so he takes off, and I think he ends up in the Italian countryside.
I'm not going to Pope no more. You can't make me Pope anymore. He's done.
Well, Pope Francis. He's been, he showed up in an Italian pharmacy last week to buy shoes, orthopedic shoes. And I was like, well, what? A Pope out running errands. Is he in the full Pope frock?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like if Benedict had done the same thing where he would have had the mitre on and had his cane and
right.
Give me the orthopedic shoes. My feet are hurting.
Give in to the dark side of orthopedic shoes.
My sciatica. Anyway, apparently Pope Francis has sciatica.
Oh.
And so he needs special supportive shoes to help with some of the nerve pain in his back.
But when you're the Pope, special shoes come to you. You don't have to go out for special shoes.
He recently went out to buy. Well, I guess maybe not that recently, but he went to buy his own eyeglasses. And when I didn't know this, when he was the Cardinal Archbishop of Buenos Aires, he was often spotted on the subway. Just riding about town. And
I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be shut into like the Vatican.
Yeah.
But
and he gets driven around in a Ford Fiesta.
Right.
They drive him. I mean, he is 80 years old.
Yeah.
But he's not in like some fancy schmancy, whatever Benedict would have been in.
Right.
But yeah, apparently, I watched the little video that somebody shot of him in the store. He blessed a crucifix while there.
Okay.
Which is nice. That's a nice thing for a pope to do.
Boy, you snatch that up. If somebody's got video of him blessing a specific crucifix, you grab that and buy it.
Oh, I know. No, well, like that person would part with it. That thing has the Pope's blessing. It's powerful.
Oh, it was just it was on somebody's neck or something?
Yeah.
I thought it was like hanging in the aisle or something. And he's
No. No, he the guy asked, "Hey, will you bless my crucifix?"
Right.
And he was giving out hugs.
Nice.
Had a big old grin on his face.
If I'm there, I'll take a Pope hug.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He kissed a guy on the cheek, but that's Italian.
Yeah. What you do in that situation, you give him a quick kiss. You pull the old quick head turn and kiss him right on the lips.
Yeah.
You give him the old square on the lips kiss.
But this is the Pope who lives in basically he lives in like the hotel in the Vatican, right?
The guest house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of just he's interesting. I mean, he's dedicated to his idea of just being
he's a grumpy old man.
Simple. No.
He's just set in his ways.
Are you kidding me? The pictures of this guy, he's not grumpy.
Okay, you're not. I'll give him not grumpy.
Yeah.
He's not the liberator that we all were hoping he would turn into.
No. But he's not
grumpy.
He likes to get out with the people.
He's a nice guy.
He likes it a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Just when you want to dislike him because he's Catholic, there he comes along and he does something.
I don't need to dislike anybody because they're Catholic.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Popes, Catholic popes? That's what I'm talking about.
You're not into the
you
popes?
dislike a Catholic pope because he's Catholic.
No,
and he's gonna like be against all birth control and
that's
all
what
that
I
kind of
dislike.
stuff.
I dislike him because
That's what I'm saying. He's still Catholic.
Yeah, but he's the Pope. He could change what all the Catholics believe, just in a one swell foop.
He could. He's
won't.
not going to.
He won't
Because the Curia would take him down.
I think because he's not there yet. Anyway.
Yeah, he's out running errands. He needs to go back to
He's too busy.
The Vatican, get some shit done. He's got this huge he got to hit.
Do you think he was like up all night and he saw an infomercial for a special kind of shoes available now at Walgreens, and he was like, "Oh, I need those shoes."
So he goes down to Walgreens. It's possible
because you got to think like the best orthopedists in the world are totally at his disposal. And if he said,
"Yeah, but yes, but that doctor isn't just going to show up with." His size 9.5s.
Yes, he is. It's the Pope. He's going to show up with all the things. Everything comes to the Pope. All right. Well, I'm going to bring us back to our reality here in this state of Utah.
Oh?
And report on something that I wasn't even aware was in the works. And that is a failure on my part as an atheist podcaster based in Utah.
Well, okay.
I had no idea. The Utah State Democratic Party, which is kind of a joke. Like, let's be honest. The Utah State Democratic Party is like this tiny little dopey organization. However, they have approved the creation of a secular caucus, which means that they are now inviting non-religious people to have a seat at their table. In terms of creating, legislation that serves us as well as the rest of the people.
Are there any takers?
Well, no.
I mean, surprises.
It's just a thing
with them?
It's a thing that's happening.
Oh, they haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
this is happening this next legislative session.
They've approved it. The idea
is coming up,
and I don't know that it's a group of people so much as it is just.
Well, that's what a caucus is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's confusing to me, but basically, they're playing off of a thing that happened similarly in Texas.
And what happened with that?
Texas, they successfully pushed 3 legislative goals. They have a secular caucus there, and they pushed 3 legislative goals onto the party's platform earlier in the year. Now, mind you, again, like here. In Texas, the party platform of the Democrats, I mean, it's much more an issue here. Like, whatever the platform of the Democrats is here, it kind of doesn't matter because there's only 3 of them that get elected to anything
not
in the entire state.
Entirely true.
So it's like, I mean, they could have Satan worship on their platform and it wouldn't change anything. There's like 3 districts that are just going to vote for the Democrats and then the rest are. But it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice thing that's happening here in Utah of all places.
Of all places.
So yeah, maybe we should reach out to them and ask to be part of the, their go-to people when they need to call someone and ask, what's the secular
we need
world?
Somebody who doesn't believe in God for their opinion.
Yeah, we
there's
don't.
These 2 yahoos who do a podcast.
We got a couple of
they're local
bozos on the radio over there. Sure, putting shit out on the internet. They know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I have something else that's happening in Utah.
Oh yeah.
Well, so to speak. The MoTab, Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Yeah, the most famous choir that the Mormons have ever produced
in the world.
It's a pretty famous choir, as choirs go.
Yeah, they do their thing.
Yeah,
they sing they do what they do well.
Yeah, absolutely,
they really do. Nonetheless, they've been invited to sing at Trump's inauguration.
Oh, and they've accepted that invitation.
Yes.
Which is weird.
Immediately.
A lot of Mormons that I've seen are still like kind of baffled by the whole Trump thing, and they're like, "Why would they do this?" Right. Which is funny because it's
so it's kind of been a big deal. A lot of people, there's been a petition or whatever on circling around on the internet that about 20,000 people have signed. Mormons.
Yeah.
Claiming to be Mormons who say that they do not want their choir basically to be at the inauguration because they're this represents all Mormons, and Trump is not necessarily someone that Mormons really like. And
although they clearly do, because he won way more votes in this state than we thought he was going to. They just do it in secret. They like him in secret. But when you think about it, a lot of his ways of thinking line up quite well with Mormon ways of thinking. Like that women are less than, and that
but he's tacky.
Not only is he tacky,
Mormons are not tacky.
He has said horrible things about Mormons in the past.
Well, nonetheless, one of the singers from the choir has resigned over the whole thing. Jan Chamberlain is her name. She just couldn't deal with the idea of the choir going and singing at Trump's inauguration. And while she would not have been required to go, because they're not taking the whole choir, they're just taking kind of slimmed down. And if you want to go, you can put your name in for kind of a lottery system, to be one of those that end up going. And so she could have just not put her name.
Sat it out.
But she decided that she couldn't continue to participate in the choir because of what they were saying as a choir.
Right. I can't be a part of an organization that would assent to this.
Yeah. She says so. She sent in a letter of recommendation to the choir itself, and then later posted the letter on Facebook. And she says, "I could never look myself in the mirror again with self-respect." She says that the participation of the choir in the inauguration would, quote, severely damage its image and networking, so that many good people throughout this land and throughout the world already do and will continue to feel betrayed. I know I feel betrayed. And she says, "I only know I could never throw roses to Hitler. And I certainly could never sing for him." She's a lot of people have kind of not taken kindly to this and have been rather rude.
Mormons are not good at hearing dissent from their ranks.
Yeah. So they've been rude online to her. However, Harry Reid, right?
Yeah.
The most powerful Mormon in the federal government.
Also a Democrat.
Which,
boy, that boggles everybody's mind.
He's come out in support. He thinks this is just a great thing for her to have done. And so that's nice. So not all Mormons are against the whole thing. Although there she is. You just pulled it up on Facebook.
Yeah, because Kate Kelly, the LDS, the former LDS feminist who was then excommunicated and is now not Mormon by any means.
Right.
She said, "To be clear, though, had she been a Mormon in Nazi Germany, she likely would have literally thrown roses to Hitler. The Mormon Church actively excommunicated German members who opposed the Third Reich." I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
There you go.
Wow.
So,
well, that's encouraging.
And she listed a book called Moroni and the Swastika, Mormons in Nazi Germany, as a source material. So
wow.
I haven't read that. I was not aware.
I was not aware of that. You just threw a surprise.
Yeah,
at me, Dan.
A little curveball for you there.
I don't know what it was, but it, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Who knew?
Witches.
Which
I'm switching to witching.
Okay.
there is witchcraft happening in the world, my friend.
I am jarred by your lack of transition.
Yeah. You should be jarred. I made it jarring.
Whoa.
On purpose.
Wow.
Because we need to be warned of the witchcraft that's happening. I got two witchy stories that I decided to combine.
Okay.
One of them takes place in Rwanda, where they have now officially banned witchcraft in their soccer. Not in the country, just in their football. In soccer games, now the Rwandan soccer organization, I don't know what, has banned. This came after an event where a Rwandan soccer player in their Premier League
put a hex on someone.
Yeah, he kicked toward the goal. Apparently, the ball hit the goalpost and bounced out of the goal, so he didn't get his goal.
Yeah.
He immediately ran over to the goalpost and did a thing. And then, like, some minutes later, they scored.
Oh, thank God.
So,
wow, whatever he did worked.
Whatever he did clearly worked.
Possibly practice?
Yeah.
Is that what worked?
Exactly. And exploiting a hole in the defense?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Skill?
No.
Skillful play?
Witchcraft. Witchery. So the league has now issued a new rule. They are going to fine any player seen to be taking part in witchcraft.
Oh, dear God.
With 100,000 Rwandan francs fine.
How much is that?
Like $120.
All right.
Something like that.
Nobody wants to lose $120.
Nope. Wow. You don't want to lose that. So yeah. Apparently players were getting very nervous about hexes and etc.
So this guy was good at it.
Apparently. All I'm saying is what we're talking about here is stupid superstitions, but here's the thing. If you believe in a superstition,
yeah,
you'll start to see patterns. You'll start to believe that shit's going one way or another.
What about prayers before the game?
Totally work. That's real.
Can the team pray?
Probably.
That's not witchcraft?
No.
It's not superstition?
I don't know.
Come on,
maybe.
Dan.
It is. I mean, it kind of is.
All he is he's going out. It's all just superstitious.
It's all just magic.
Magic belief.
Yeah.
So why one versus the other?
That'd be funny if a team started to complain about other teams praying.
They should.
Yeah.
We should write a letter.
Well, I'm going to move on.
Strongly worded letter.
Here's the thing. Have you heard of rapper Azalea Banks?
Never.
A young woman sort of making a splash out there in the music world.
I do like azaleas, though.
In the hippity hop world.
Yeah, no.
She apparently recently posted a video that has since been taken down of a closet in her home that needs to be cleaned. She's got out the sandblaster because it's got years worth of chicken blood where she's been sacrificing birds for her own witchcraft.
What?
Yeah. Apparently,
what?
She tweeted the amount of crap that's about to come off my floor, you guys. Oh my God. 3 years worth of brujeria. Yes, I gotta scrape all this shit up. I got my sandblaster and my goggles. It's about to go down. Real witches do real things.
Oh my God. Otherwise, she's not going to get her cleaning deposit back.
Right.
Well,
she should just put a curse on her landlord. If that's the case.
Fuck? Where is this happening?
She's from like Brooklyn or something. I don't know. I mean,
where? If you live in Brooklyn, where are you getting live chickens?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if this place is in Brooklyn. All I know is that apparently she's been sacrificing chickens. This little, the image of this closet is horrifying. It's a mess. It's like all on the walls. There's blood everywhere,
and that horrible grin on her face.
Yeah, she's excited to clean up.
Yeah. That's
Good Lord.
That's just a young woman excited about something, and you see the other photo, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's one of those things where just do it in a room that has a drain. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, your tub.
Yeah.
Maybe it has to be a closet for some reason.
Maybe.
I'm
not up on my brujeria.
Your witchy poo,
which I had to look up. I did research a little bit of brujeria, which is just it's just Spanish for witchcraft.
Oh.
So apparently she thinks she's a witch.
Is she a good rapper?
I don't know, but she's successful.
Something's working.
Yeah. I had to look her up too. I don't know anything about her, but apparently she got into a big fight with Russell Crowe. That's a thing I know about her now.
That's positive.
Yeah.
I like that about her.
yeah, I suppose. She accused him of things. Yeah. Anyway, also, here's an interesting thing. She, at first, she endorsed Donald Trump.
Oh.
Claiming...
I don't like her.
Now, here's what she had to say about that. I have no hope for America. I think Donald Trump is evil like America is evil, and in order for America to keep up with itself, it needs him. Politicians are inherently evil. I trust the one who is most transparent. Then she retracted her endorsement after all of the, I think probably after the video of the pussy grabbing and all that stuff came out.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, I made a major mistake endorsing Tupi Toupee. Women's rights are more important and we must protect them. That seems like a reasonable thing. Yeah. And then he got elected and she tweeted, he's my fucking hero right now. I am elated.
I don't like her.
No, I don't like her at all.
She's a Trump-loving chicken killer.
She's a chicken murdering,
practicing Trump lover.
Brujeria idiot is what she is.
I don't like her.
Her rap might be good though.
Nah. I don't care even if it was. Even if it was, I'd say it wasn't.
Yeah.
Just stick it to her.
Yeah. You told her, Frank. You got her good on that one.
Nope. Still don't like it.
Yeah.
Best thing I ever heard. I don't like it. All right. NYPD, Dan.
Okay.
New York Police Department.
They're breaking my door down.
Woo. They've just adopted a policy that is going to allow a religious accommodation. For Muslims and Sikhs. So that turbans, and for the case of the Sikhs,
yeah,
and beards for both groups,
right,
can be worn
by cops.
By cops,
okay,
by police officers.
That's good. As so they can wear the beards and the turbans as they oppress other men wearing beards and turbans.
Yes,
good.
Yes, this is important, man. Nonetheless, it's not a full accommodation.
Okay.
Because the beard can only be a half-inch long, which doesn't really help the Sikhs out that much.
Although the Sikhs have those clever tricks about, like, they like braid them and tuck them under. They have a thing. They're very good about at taking long beards and then, like, they turn them into short beards by...
Well, United Sikhs is not fully happy with the accommodation. They applaud the gesture. They feel like it's going in the right direction. However, this is their statement saying, while we undoubtedly celebrated the welcome move to allow turbans, we will not be satisfied until the NYPD and other forces across the country make appropriate changes to the policy on facial hair. The Sikh religion forbids cutting or shaving any bodily hair.
Listen, Rip Van Winkle, we're giving you something. Come on. Meet us halfway.
No,
they will not.
They will not, Dan.
No, they will not.
They need their turban.
It is a sacred duty for them to not shave. It's super duper important.
They need all their facial hair. They need their little sword.
They need all the things.
And there's something else that they need. What was the other thing?
Oh,
I can't remember. They're so complicated.
It's just, I have on the one hand, I do want to be respectful of people's beliefs. Their religious beliefs are important to them, and that's fine. I respect that. On the other hand, you just want religions to recognize how dumb their things are. The little trappings. It's not. I'm not talking like the main thrust of most religions tends to be fine. Great. It's the trappings that are stupid. It's just like, you know what? You don't have to wear a silly hat. You just don't. What? God, there's no immortal, omnipotent being that gives a fuck if you cut the hair. If you're Jewish, they don't care. That God does not care if you wear your silly hat or cut your hair or what. They don't care.
Dan, clearly God cares.
Or if you cut the tip off your ding dong, it doesn't matter.
Clearly. This God is so concerned about the details.
Yeah.
They say the devil's in the details. No.
It's God.
God. He loves it's the little touches, the flourishes.
It is. It's the fanciness.
This is what he's all about. This is what he loves. He loves it when people get obsessed about something that seems so trivial because he knows that they love him.
Well, and that
because they wear a hat.
It's a symbol that they're committed. It's a symbol of their commitment.
I know. I love it
and
when people wear hats for me.
It's not like he can think. It's not like God is so omnipotent that he could just say, "Oh, I already know what's in your heart. You don't need to show me anything. You don't need to do anything." No. He needs to see. Look, and what's great is part of how he's worked it is he just he assigns different groups different hats just to see and different
and see how they'll mix it up.
You guys. You can't eat pork. That's funny. And then you guys can't eat meat at all. And you guys over there, you can't even kill a bug. That's how far we're going to go with you.
Right.
But these guys over here, they can eat anything.
They can eat all the meat they want. But most of them can eat all the meat they want. But these guys over here, while they can still eat meat, I don't want them drinking coffee.
No coffee.
They got to be sleepy all day.
Oh, and you guys get funny underwear, because fuck you.
Well, and then let's see what happens.
And then we'll just see.
So, are they going to get along? Right. I don't know.
Hey, you guys, don't dance. Ha ha. It's just a weird world we live in, and human beings are strange. If you have anything you'd like to write to us about, all the weird things that God wanted you to do when you believed in him or her, write to us. podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or you can call and leave a voicemail message. The telephone number is 424-666-8442.
Yeah, do that. Go to the Facebook page, kids, facebook.com/TGIAtheist.
And while you're there, search for the TGIA Members Only Lounge and request to join. It's a closed group, but we'll let you in sooner or later.
Yeah.
Happens
pretty quick.
Yeah.
These days.
Yeah.
We got people on the job.
Woo!
So, patty break time.
What do you say this time?
We haven't had Patty Boy for a minute. Or we don't have him as often. I think
he's getting a little senile.
He's starting to repeat himself is what he's doing. This is just him repeating something. But boy, is he upset.
Yeah.
He is upset about because you know what's happening.
What's that?
The world Hillary Clinton gave a speech defending LGBT rights abroad. And the Obama administration has a policy to protect people around the world.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
LGBT people.
Yeah. Use our influence for some good in the world.
Well, you think it's good. Let's hear what Mr. Robertson has to say.
Isn't it appalling that the United States of America would try to enforce the acceptance of homosexuality on other nations, but at the same time, we would not force them to take care of their religious minorities, and they would permit discrimination and persecution of Christians? What kind of a country have we got? And there is a God in heaven, and he is just. Thomas Jefferson said, I tremble when I remember that God is just. He is just. He's not going to allow this kind of thing to go on forever. This country cannot continue to violate God's principles and to make a mockery of his laws and think we're going to get away with it. And when the blow comes, it's going to be horrible.
The blow is coming.
It's going to be horrible, Dan.
Which all that makes me think of is like some stockbrokers from the 80s going, dude, this blow is horrible. This is a terrible blow. Who brought this blow?
Oh, my God. I don't know. God kind of has been sitting on the sidelines for a really long time.
No. Mr. Robertson himself has pointed out a number of times when God's fury came to our shores. Because of you gay folk.
Oh, yeah, Katrina.
Hurricanes, tornadoes.
Yeah.
Always strangely hitting places that claim to be, like, very Christian and stuff. But, never mind that.
Yeah, no, but...
Superstorm Sandy,
before,
that probably got some queers.
He's not a very good marksman.
No, God's bad. God's aim has become quite... He's old. He's very old. It's hard to aim. I just like that it took Pat Robertson literally like a minute and a half to say the word homosexuality. Like it took him so long to get through all 7 of those syllables.
It's a lot, but it's a long word, Dan.
It is a long word.
And it's just filled with icky.
Yeah,
you gotta brace yourself to say it.
Every single syllable has like anal sex just oozing out of it. Every single syllable.
Homosexuality. Maybe he wants it to linger.
Yeah, maybe he's maybe he's splashing around in it. Maybe he's kind of getting to like it a little bit.
Sexuality.
Oh,
in his old age, starting to fantasize.
Starting to. All those young boys are starting to look better and better. Well, there you go. We had some folks write or call into us that we should talk to. Hey, Frank and Dan. I've never written in before, but I've been listening for an age and a half. This is Emmy. Lately, something dumb and really pretty inconsequential has nonetheless been driving me absolutely bonkers. And that is my phone's undying dedication to capitalizing the word God everywhere I use it. I go to every length to remove the capitalized form from my predictive text list and manually type. I'm normally a swiper. Apparently, that's a
a way of entering letters.
Text into a phone for those of you too old or tech phobic to know. Lowercase God. So I manually type lowercase God to reinstate the word. Yet, without fail, the next time I go to swipe my phone to swipe, my phone's decided to capitalize it again.
Ooh.
Now I know there are grammar rules for this sort of thing and yada yada, but there's just as much a call for the lowercase instance of the word in a grammatical context as there is for the capitalized form. And beyond that, why is my phone charging me to adhere to such a nuanced grammatical rule in this of all situations? I'm certainly not obligated to use the correct form of there by force of autocorrect. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that there are, in the history of this world of humanity, there are thousands of gods that have been explored.
Yeah.
You would think that the default would be lowercase, and if you're talking about your God whose name is God and therefore is uppercase,
right,
you up it yourself.
It was really clever of the Christian God. You're like, nope, I'm just God.
I'm just God. That's my name.
God.
You. And then not only, you know what? Don't just make the word God uppercase. When you refer to me, he is uppercase.
Yeah. It should be all. It should be G-O-D, all capital.
All caps.
God. I deserve so much respect. Every letter in my name.
As a matter of fact,
capitalized.
If you mention me in a sentence, just hit that caps lock, baby.
Yeah.
The whole sentence is high. We're going full bore on this bad boy.
Full capitalization respect here, people.
Everything you say about me has to read like you're yelling, or we're not friends
just
anymore.
An old woman texting.
Yeah, exactly. I do. It's funny because every now and then I get grumpy about it. Sometimes I let it capitalize.
Yeah.
Often I don't. It's just how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling like, hey, you don't get to just do that.
Yeah.
I'll go back and I'll erase that capital G and make it try again.
Yeah.
I think actually mine has learned to not automatically capitalize.
It should be smart enough to learn.
But I don't know.
Things.
I mean, if she's using Swipe, she's probably not on an iPhone.
They have it on iPhone now. You can download it.
Yeah.
So or change the setting.
I'm just saying, like, she could be on some god awful Microsoft nonsense, and then of course it's going to do that because it's just so wrong. Windows Mobile. Gross.
How did that even happen?
Right.
Or Android.
Right.
It's like you got a Fire phone or whatever they're called.
You got one of those Samsung phones that they don't even allow on the airplanes anymore. They blow up.
Yeah, that announcement came on and I was like, really? Really? Yeah, and how many people are actually like, oh, okay, here's my phone so you can blow it up.
Right, exactly.
So you can call the bomb squad.
And they're clever about it too now on the phone. The last couple of flights I've been on, you get on the plane and they're like, if you have a Samsung Galaxy 7, please hit the button. They don't say you can't have it on the plane. They said, please hit the call button and we'll come and talk to you about it.
No, my flight that I just took, it was the TSA has issued an emergency blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Your phone's not allowed on this flight.
Yeah.
Turn it over.
Right.
If you have one, you're gonna give it to us.
Because they splode. They're a little splody. If you're not careful.
And catching fire is not good on a plane.
On an airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
frown on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a voicemail, do we not?
We do have a voicemail.
Let's listen to that.
Long-time listener and sometimes caller.
Hi, Frank and Dan. This is Desert Dave down in San Antonio. I'm just finally listening to episode 263, Memory of Trees. I don't know how I missed it. But anyway, you guys are wonderful. You were talking about different charities, and I just wanted to put out there for people, even though it's a little bit after Christmas now, that there are several good non-religious charities. My two favorites are Foundation Beyond Belief, and the other one is called Modest Needs, which I like really good because they vet people and then they help them take care of immediate issues. So if someone's living on the line and then their car breaks down and they just can't make that repair bill and electric bill for a month, they will give them the money to cover a specific need. Foundation Beyond Belief is more of your standard charity. They do great work overseas, putting in, water wells or whatever that people do over there. But I just wanted to lay those two out. There's probably more. Those are the two I know. Hey, you guys have a groovy new year, and talk to you later. Bye.
Well, thanks for the call.
Thanks, Desert Dave. Hey, probably don't call us while you're driving. We can hear your blinker.
I hope that was hands-free.
You better be on hands-free.
A little Bluetooth device or coming through the speakers in your car.
Anyway, yeah, those are. I had never heard of Modest Needs before, but that sounds like a great organization.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
And of course, the Foundation Beyond Belief.
Yeah,
they're great.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
Awesome.
So yes. And you know what? We're atheists. We don't have to wait for Christmas to give.
No,
we can just give
the whole year,
all of the times.
Don't need an excuse.
Yeah, just give.
Don't need to be guilted into something by baby Jesus.
You don't have to be reminded at the end of the year. Oh yeah, we should be nice to people. Just fucking set up a thing. Give them some money.
Yeah, although end of year, when it's dark and cold, it's nice to just feel like you're doing something good.
Yeah.
I do approve of like winter festivals and whatnot because it gets people out and together and
Totally.
But
and you may need
it's a good excuse.
You may still need to feel good. Christmas time is not always happy for everybody. So
no, and then we're just staring down January and February.
Yeah. So cheer yourself up by giving. That's nice.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing.
There you go.
No, another email?
I got another email.
Okay, let's hear it.
This one's from Robin. You'll recall that Robin wrote in a couple weeks ago about the USA Track and Field Association having a prayer at a breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing, and she was upset about that. Understandably. Hey, guys, says Robin. She's just giving us an update. Since I wrote in, I've done a lot of research. I assumed, since our organization chooses Olympians for the USA team, that we did receive federal funding. However, since then I've found out that the USA ATF, not to be confused with the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms people, the track and field, is one of the few organizations which funds Olympic athletes that does not take federal aid.
Oh.
Because of this, I sent a letter. I stated that as members of the USATF, we represent all different types of religions, points of view, and ethnicities. That the prayer breakfast excluded persons due to their lack of Christian beliefs or different beliefs. In order for the USATF to be inclusive of all views, religions, and ethnicities, if they feel the need to do anything, a moment of silence would be better than a prayer, which pertains to only a portion of Christian members and athletes.
But why does an organization that's focused on athletics have to even do anything about people's religious beliefs?
One would think, but I like Robin's approach because, you want to do something great, and if you just stop doing the prayer thing, then the Christians will throw a hissy fit.
Right.
So you just
Let me tell you though, Christians not a big fan of moments of silence as a compromise thing. They want their goddamn prayer.
They want their privilege. Don't take away my privilege.
Yes,
as they say.
Yeah.
Loss of privilege feels an awful lot like oppression. It isn't,
but it feels like it.
To the person experiencing it, it sure feels like it.
And I know my feelings, Dan.
Feelings are really important, you guys.
I feel so oppressed now.
The most important thing in the world is to make sure that your feelings are taken care of.
Dan.
My
feelings.
Oh, it's so important. Well, there you have it. Hey, do we have some folks to thank?
Yes, people who have gone to our website, thankgodimatheist.com, and looked for the support tab.
Yeah.
And pledged a certain amount per show.
Yeah.
And
which gets you, by the way, not only does it get you some perks and some nice things, it also gets you into the rank of the chosen.
Yes. All of whom get to listen to the show for free if they with no commercials.
Right. The commercial free version.
Take us up on that.
They also get to hear. They also at certain levels, if you're at the right level, you can hear Frank and Dan's audio diaries.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Once a week.
Well, anyways, I'd like to thank Faithful Pamela, the venerable Casey, and the now beatified Jane. So thank you guys.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Amen. So, Dan.
Yes, sir.
2016 sucked.
So they say. So, according to every article that is written at all right now, there are no articles about anything else currently.
Well, it's the end of the year.
All over the internet, all it is Jesus Christ, we hated 2016.
Yeah.
And there were many things about 2016 that I loathed.
Yeah.
Including,
for instance,
I mean, the main thing is that between Brexit and the U.S. election cycle, I feel like hatred and oppression and
nationalism
and ugliness sort of got the spotlight, and I was made aware of much more hatred than I was even aware of previous, and I thought I had a handle on it. Yeah. Not a full handle on it, but at least a sort of general idea.
There.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I knew. Believe me, I knew that there was plenty of racism in the world, plenty of sexism still left in the world, plenty of homophobia still left in the world. But then someone decided to give them a microphone,
a big one,
and then everybody else was like, "Hey, yeah, me too." And I went, "What the fuck?" So that was upsetting.
Yeah.
And that felt pretty dominant in 2016.
A lot of people are focused on the celebrity deaths.
Yeah,
a lot of beloved people dead.
We lost some beloveds. So yeah, that happens.
And we all have a favorite of this year.
Yeah,
we're all like Alan Rickman.
I think Alan Rickman. That one hurt.
Yeah,
Prince hadn't been creating much lately.
No, but it was sad.
It was sad.
It was really sad.
He's youngish.
Yeah.
Same with Bowie. Well, Bowie wasn't that young. He was youngish. But
young enough.
Young enough. Didn't want to lose him. I want to remind some people, though, of some happy deaths that happened. Let's focus on the positive, shall we? Because
pouring that water down.
Let's not forget that we also got rid of Fidel Castro.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had any use for that guy for forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Other than some confused hippies in Berkeley needing to make sure that his picture was on their shirts. He hasn't been very useful.
Okay.
Antonin Scalia,
that one, I remember it feeling a little weird to be happy that somebody had died. I mean, Fidel Castro, I don't know that I was happy. I wasn't sad.
Well, but
Scalia, I was happy.
Scalia, I was pretty elated about.
Like, I can't believe it.
He was a towering figure in the United States Supreme Court in the sense that he was the worst but super effective.
Yeah. But Dan.
Yeah?
I mean, that would have been something to say had Hillary Clinton won the presidency.
Or had the Congress done their job and actually actually
done their
had their hearings about Obama's choice for a new.
Instead, we get
who knows what we get.
Whoever Trump comes up with.
But let's just put it this way. We got rid of Scalia.
Yeah.
There's just no other way to put it. We got rid of one of the worst.
It might be hard to find somebody as awful, but I bet Trump's going to do his darndest.
He is. And
or the people around him are going to do their darndest.
The alt-right who have his ear are going to have a heyday with the choosing of this thing.
My God, it's just...
And our Congress will not stop it. Anyway, we also lost Phyllis Schlafly, the hateful old hag who was...
the Eagle Forum.
The founder of the Eagle Forum.
Yeah.
So that... Good. We're, the old
good
guard...
riddance.
Good riddance. There was a great podcast. It's still around, but it no longer has John Oliver. It used to have John Oliver and a guy named Andy something.
Okay.
What was his name? Anyway, and they invented the term "fuck eulogy," which I think is brilliant, and all three of those characters could probably deserve that. But yes, we lost a lot of people. There are some other good things that happened in 2016. Should we talk about some other good things that happened?
Yeah, I found a little list.
Yeah,
I'm going to go through. Don't pull out some that I like.
Yeah, don't go saying anything stupid now. Don't go telling me about the world's largest marine reserve established near Antarctica, because I don't care.
No, but I will say this.
Yeah,
the ozone hole.
Yeah,
it's starting to close up.
Oh,
it's healing. It's healing itself.
Good job.
Because we stopped putting, CFCs or whatnot up into the atmosphere. Yeah, so we did some good with that one.
I suppose.
India planted 50 million trees in one day. That's kind of amazing.
Wow.
That happened in 2016.
Yeah.
The teen birth rate kept falling.
Good. That is good.
Yeah.
They announced Harriet Tubman's going to be appearing on the $20 bill.
That's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
We need some color and some estrogen on those bills of ours.
Oh dear God, yeah. Let's see. There's some new genes. They found new genes. Some researchers did that may help cure ALS.
Oh, that's good.
And
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, and there's actually hope for a new HIV vaccine.
You know, on those lines, the Americas have become measles-free.
Are you looking at the same list I am?
I'm looking at a different list.
Get off
but
my list.
I'm sure
that was the next thing that was going to come out of my mouth,
I
Dan.
can say some too. You don't get all of them.
Tigers, Dan.
What about tigers?
There are more tigers living in the wild now for the first time in 100 years.
Lemonade dropped.
Or let's see. I'm sorry, I said that in a way that
there's tigers.
the tiger population rose for the first time in 100 years.
That's great.
I mean, it sounded like there were more than there were 100 years ago.
No.
But what'd you say about lemonade?
Lemonade.
What about it?
It dropped. The Beyonce's album Lemonade.
Oh,
that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were making lemonade.
Hey, when life gives you Beyonce, make lemonade.
The pandas are no longer endangered. That's cool.
What?
But
that's like their whole gig. Everything we love about the pandas comes from the fact that we know that they're going to die.
Not anymore.
Damn it.
We got on top of that one.
I don't even like them anymore.
Let's see. There was some... around the world.
The Olympics didn't kill all of the athletes.
Yeah, that was good.
So
well done, Rio.
Good job, Rio. You didn't kill everybody.
See, Dan,
it wasn't all bad.
Things happened.
Yeah, and
2016.
Frankly, everybody, comparatively speaking, it does kind of feel like next year's going to be like this 2017.
Oh yeah, if you didn't like 2016, fucking brace yourselves, folks.
Put on your seatbelts, kids, because
we're going to come. Things are going to come to a screeching halt here in a minute.
It's going to be, and if by screeching halt you mean we're going to ram headlong into a wall, and we're going to make Mexico pay for that wall, that's not going to happen.
No.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
No, I just see destabilization around the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to guess he doesn't get us into World War III his first year. That's probably...
It's not maybe on the 100 day.
No, that's a year two sort of thing for Trump. Although, you never know.
You never know, Dan.
It'll be the world's first tweet-induced world war. So that's exciting.
Yeah, Twitter's not that old.
Yeah.
Twitter wasn't around during the last World War, Dan.
No.
So, yeah, that's... Yeah. The first.
Yeah. If Archduke Ferdinand had Twitter... Who knows what would have happened? Anyway, what do you think? What's your 17 going to look like? What's? Well, do you have any resolutions? I have reservations about 2017, but I don't. But
I have some dinner reservations, but
no, you don't.
In 2017,
do you?
Why would I not?
Well, because you don't. Because you're in Salt Lake City. We don't have to plan that far ahead.
I have some hotel reservations.
Okay.
That's good.
That's a thing. Yeah, me
going
too.
to Amsterdam and Brussels and Bruges.
See, I'm going to Hawaii.
On a quick little 1 week trip.
Just
all by
whirlwind.
myself, actually.
That's great.
So that's actually something that it had been, mentioned to me. I've heard it a few times from people who are like, you just one time you just have to travel by yourself.
Yeah.
You got to do a trip by yourself. You're going to discover something, probably about yourself and just kind of about, you're going to get to do everything you want to do. And if you don't like it, then you never have to do it again.
Right.
But you got to go do one big trip by yourself and just have a great, and this is like the perfect destination for me to go.
Yeah.
And kind of have my own little thing. Because in Belgium, all I'm going to do is drink beer, eat chocolate, beef stew, and frites.
Yeah.
And,
you can have a waffle here and there.
Yeah, have some waffles.
Sure.
And just walk around amazing little town squares and enjoy myself. And in Amsterdam, I don't know. I'll figure something out.
You might do you might avail yourself of things that are available.
But no, 2017, aside from that, I don't know. I think I'm going to just take it one step at a time. And, yeah. hopefully I pick up a little video gig or two.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you know what's good about this conversation? It's good to have things to look forward to.
Yeah.
Give yourself some stuff to look forward to, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Go
important.
plan something and then look forward to that.
Yeah. I bought that ticket, though, before the election,
Oh, yeah.
if I remember right. No, I just hadn't thought it through. That's what it was. Because I remember then, no. I bought it before the election. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. Because, like, you know, we'll have, like, the first female president. And, you know, it sucks to travel abroad. Like
When everybody's
there's
like,
a stupid president.
what the fuck is your country doing?
Yeah, because when I was in college, it was George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Was the thing that we were all like, that people were like, what's going on?
What's happening with your country?
Now it's this. I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah. Well, what you do, so practice, figure out what the Belgian for shrugging is. What the Belgian equivalent of a shrug. Your guess is as good as mine, guys. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Because it's freaky out there. Everybody's worried about this country right now. As well they should be.
Yeah.
We've got this big giant death robot and we've just put the worst guy in the driver's seat. And all he's doing right now is just like practicing pushing buttons that he doesn't know what they do.
Well, the one good thing, I guess, is that there are some who are doubting whether our nuclear stockpile even works anymore. So, apparently it's all old and needs to be replaced.
It is, yeah. Well, don't tell him that because he'll spend all of our money.
It's already on the table, Dan.
I know.
They're already talking about replacing all the, and actually creating a new nuclear stockpile. Like, Dan, it's like everything that had been worked on for, decades by Republicans and Democrats, right? Goals that everybody just kind of shared. Nuclear weapons, yeah, bad fucking idea. And here comes Dingbat McGee.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, President Dingbat McGee.
Right. Thank you for making sure that you make that. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say to you. Another upside of things that are happening.
Uh-huh.
People are leaving churches in droves.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Our group is
growing.
growing exponentially.
I know. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm still pessimistic about what's coming up.
Yeah. Well, you should be. But there are good things happening.
All right. I mean, there's always, I guess if you just focus on the one or two bad things, can be hard to see the good things, but still.
The religiously unaffiliated are a large and powerful group now. Not powerful in the sense that we can actually achieve anything, because the only thing we agree on as a group is not God.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's not like we vote as a block or anything.
We need to. At least on a couple issues. We need to pick a couple issues that we can all agree on. And at the very least, about it.
We can look at which party is serving our needs.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, international listeners, do this in your own country. Look at who's serving you, and who is just forwarding the agenda of the local religion in power.
Right.
Because my God, religion has so much power in this country, and we need to start chipping away.
Yeah.
It's time. You know what? 2017. I'm calling it. It is the time for chipping. Chip away at their power. That's what #chip. #chip away. Not to be confused with Chippewa.
Right. Okay, let's do it.
That's it. That's what we're doing.
All
right, kids. Well, if you have suggestions on ways that we can chip away at the power of the religious in this world, you can write to us, podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or you can call and leave us a voicemail message. The telephone number is 424-666-8010. 8442.
It is. Go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/TGIAtheist.
And while you're there, search for the TGIA Members Only Lounge. Request to join. It's a closed group. We'll let you in. There's always a dynamic conversation, all sorts of stuff going on.
It's a warm and welcoming place.
Yeah.
It's a good place. Hey, thanks to a lot of people. Thanks again to our donors. You can go to
can't do it without you guys.
You can go to thankgodimatheist.com and click on the Patreon thing if you want to become one.
Mm-hmm. And thanks, of course, to the Red Rock Hot Club for the use of their music.
As well as Gordon Johnson for the use of the organ music. And thanks to Mackenzie for all of her fine work on the Facebook page.
And thank you, dear listener, for listening.
We sure do like it when you do.
Bye-bye.